Palmer. I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Hey guys, Kentucky's head coach told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Gamecocks ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Barnes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Wildcats offense to go on the attack first. And we get a look at Kenny Menchie, formerly of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Caught, and he's got room. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, it's the first third down of the game. You can't execute it any better than that. Really nice job in protection. Good job by the QB finding the open man. Nice route. And it's an explosive play early for this offense.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. That was not on the opening script of plays. The turnover as the defense makes a play early.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
So South Carolina's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And here comes the sophomore running back. What a game he had last time out. Found Pater 3 times just under 100 yards in their win. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Sellers makes the grab. It's Harbor. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick release by the QB. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
In offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Back to throw, it's Sellers. Snagged in the middle. It's Sellers. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run.
Makes the catch and he's free. Touchdown, Gamecocks. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get Hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Bring in the heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's going to be a little bit short of that 1st down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Tight end now in motion. On 1st down, it's Baxter again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Here's Sellers to throw. Here comes the heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Gamecocks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Running inside. It's Clark. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that. And the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. The sure hands, it's Harbor. Just across the 20 with a 1st down at the 19. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll go right back to the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
South Carolina, 14. Kentucky, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gets the back moving. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll go right back to him. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the 2nd quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. Lots of running room. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Bringing it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together. There he goes. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. Let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing, Sellers. Pressure coming. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They will really hope. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Sellers. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Got some room to run. After making the interception, ran that thing back to the 18-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. The option, he'll keep it. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense. There's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground. He gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. Touchdown, Kentucky! And they take it in for 6 more points. The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, it's been a tale of 2 quarters, I think, safe to say. And for this offense, they were sleepwalking a little bit early in the first quarter, but they've come alive now in the second quarter. They've made some plays. You can see them playing with a totally different confidence, a totally different sense of urgency, and they feel right now, David, like they're unstoppable.
And the game just completely flipped, wasn't it? Like, it was kind of crazy. It felt like this was going to be a blowout, and then all of a sudden you rattle off a couple touchdowns. We got a great game kind of back and forth. Now, which team can keep the momentum, can get their offense and defense playing right at the same time?
The run inside. It's McAllister. Makes it past the marker. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. There's a little room there. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Gamecocks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Might be calling a hot route. Sellers. Makes the grab. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Gamecocks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Timeout taken by Kentucky. It's their 1st. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You see the offense trying to dial up the quick game there with the RPO, and I like the idea of trying to get playmakers the space out of the right flat of the field, see what can happen, but you need a more accurate throw.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So they will eschew the short field goal attempt and instead try to score from the 5 on 4th down. Into the end zone. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Smashes through the tackle. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
He'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. He's going to lose a yard on that one. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to lead more guys in to block? There's a real cat and mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's Sellers to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to throw, it's Sellers. Stepping to the right. Got a man, it's McAllister.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Lets it fly on the move. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Motion from the back. Throwing, Sellers. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. The Gamecocks right after the huge play through the air back to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Patterson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Kentucky's head coach said in the locker room, this team has found some positives with their 3-game winning streak, but right now they haven't done their job on defense. They get an opportunity now to change that, grab some momentum. We'll see how this goes to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on how things develop on the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. They'll give it to him again. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time?
Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Gamecocks! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Kentucky right back to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that one's incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback. On 3rd down, really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Going with the counter play here. Tackled after a short gain, it'll be 2nd and 9. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Sellers. Moving out of the pocket. He'll get rid of it. He's open on the right. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Keeps it on the option. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, he's open. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Sellers to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
Punts it out of the air. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And that is just outstanding execution on that pass play. Great route by the receiver. Good timing on the throw by the QB. Receiver catches it in stride, turns on the jets, and is gone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. At the 40, there he goes. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We reach the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Trying to move them on the counter. Nose is ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Running inside. It's Baxter. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On first down, it's Baxter again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Now improvising. Makes a man miss. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Sends it back in motion. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right?
He's going to take a shot. A full dive to haul that one in.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you can just tell the confidence and the swagger they have. They've been able to do what they...
Got a little grass. And he won't quite get there. But, boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Right back to it. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Gamecocks are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves to chains, and it'll be first down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Fuller. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They want that clock to run. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Bill.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.